Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we will be briefly showing you around the garden to take in some of the beautiful autumn colours.
And then we have some Harry Potter style plants to be repotting, which if you come over to one of our garden open days next year, you might be able to get your hands on them. It has been a couple of weeks since we've done a video and we're definitely rusty this morning. This is about the 5th take for this clip. So we better get started and show you these leaves before they all fall off. Let's go.
So we'll start our colourful garden tour in this part of the garden, which is just next to the Japanese garden. And we have this absolutely stunning tree, the name of which I'm not too sure about, but the leaves are just so vibrant and we're lucky that we haven't lost any of them yet. It also has this really interesting bark on it, which sort of just peels off, I guess, for getting ready for the new season. And a little bit further up from this tree, we have this really vibrant yellow tree. We are going to be doing a bit of labelling of some of the plants and the trees in the garden, so we do have a lot to learn still. And the leaves are a really lovely, unique shape, and they have all of these different colours running through them. We're still in the Japanese garden and we're now at the Aces, an example being this stunning bright red one next to me, and we do have this one behind me as well. We think it's an Acer in a completely different shade of colours. It's still on the turn, so we'll be looking forward to see how that turns out. We will show you the rest of them. They don't all look as good as this because we have left it a bit late, but we'll show you anyway. So this bit of the maple walk isn't looking too bad. But this bit is looking a little bit worse for wear. The leaves have mostly gone, but it is still looking quite beautiful, and Alex did get some drone shots a week ago or so where the leaves were still really vibrant, so we will put those over the top.
You now join us in the yucca, which is one of the most photogenic parts of the garden, but over winter I feel it might turn into a bit of a quagmire. Anyway, as we mentioned, today we've got some Harry Potter style plants to repot. And the reason they're Harry Potter style is, I'll show you in a sec, they look a bit like the mandrakes, and also they're pretty bad. If you touch them, you'll come up in a big itchy rash. So we have to be a little bit careful. I have come armed with, bear with me, marigolds so that I don't get any of these little fine hairs sticking in my hand and giving me a reaction. And we actually use these kind of marigolds, the outdoor style ones, the black ones, when we're doing the bees. So if they can stop a bee sting, I'm hoping they're going to be able to stop these little hairs on these Echiums here. So let's get into it. This is the Echium, and as I said, I have to be really careful, so I've got my marigolds on. First thing I do is remove some of these lower leaves here. Again, just being careful not to kill the actual plant. Okay, so I think that's enough leaves moved out the way for this second. The next thing is to get a fork in the ground and try and lift this without damaging the roots too much. What you'll hopefully see is two big tap roots or a few big tap roots going down, and off those tap roots there are really fibrous, fine, small roots which we're trying to save because that's what the plant will feed itself with. So I'll get the fork, jam it in. So remember guys, I am not a gardener, so if this goes horribly wrong, you'll be the first to see, and I apologise. So just loosening her up a little bit. And are you ready to see its legs? Ah, this one's only got two very small legs. But usually in Harry Potter, when you pull this out the ground, it will start screaming. But yeah, in this case, we've only got two little legs. I wonder if any of the others will look more Mandrake-esque, but there we go. There's our very first one. Let's go stick this in a new pot. So this is our plant and this is our pot, and the idea is to end up with it like this. So usually if I was to pull it out, it would scream like that, as it does on Harry Potter, but luckily I'm going to lay it down nice and gently and it should be nice and quiet for us to fill this pot up. There we go. Shh. So we've got a couple of bags of, I think it was like mushroom compost or something like that. So yeah, we're going to fill this bucket with this compost, and then if you guys come to one of our open days from June through to September, the first Sunday of every month in those months, then you'll be able to come and have a look and buy one even, put it in your garden yourself. So this is it, Echium number 1, repotted, and yeah, ready to go for one of you guys to buy potentially next year. So we've got about 10 million more of these Echiums / Mandrakes to be getting out, so we're going to crack on with that, and hopefully, yeah, don't get any rash on our hands. Let's do it. So far, so good. That was a success. We've potted a little one and we've potted a large one. These are called Echiums, as we said, a little bit mandrake looking. I don't know if you saw the roots for this one, but they looked a lot more funky. I'm going to quickly show you the deer, believe it or not, even though we get a reaction to this, the deer love to eat this. And there's a few big ones just down here that I'm going to show you now that they've absolutely ravaged. We're now on the Italian terrace, and this is one of the locations that the deer love to come. The main walkway is up the middle there, and this is just off to the side. 10 times I've probably walked up here, looked to my left, and there's been a small deer here, petrified, looking straight back at me. But this is why they look so scared, because I've caught them in the act of eating some of our plants. But yeah, for some reason they don't react when they eat them, but when we touch them, we do. There's one more tree that I really want to show you that the deer have also had a good go at. Follow me. And this is the tree that I wanted to show you. So this might look like it's had a haircut where you put a bowl on their head and you chop around the sides to create, what's it called? A bowl cut. This tree has a bowl cut, but not from a bowl. In fact, this is from where the deer have been just reaching up and nibbling each little bit of this, but to be honest, I think it looks pretty good. I'll get out the way so you can see. But yeah, the deer can only reach to about here. They're not huge things around here, but I think they've done quite a nice job of that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to planting some more Echiums. There's loads and loads to do, so I didn't want to bore you with that, but we'll show you our progress right at the end. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather holds. Let's go. And just like that, we've finished and it has just started to spit with rain. So thank you very much for watching today's video. We really appreciate it. We hope you've enjoyed it. And as you can see, we've made some good progress. So make sure you subscribed, make sure you hit that like button for us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
It's raining, let's go.